Well, hello, how are you? Good to be here. Today is, what is it? It's the Wednesday. There you go. Forgotten what day it is. Wednesday, 22nd of October. I've actually been at work, just finished actually, just to do the live, and then going to shoot off straight after this, taking the grandkids to the cathedral to see the Remembrance Poppy show that they're having on there. So busy, which is excellent. First of all, apologies because I said there was going to be a pop-up with the information for the live webinar that we had last night with our CEO Ash Mufareh. That never happened. Okay, so as he did say on the webinar, didn't he, that sometimes things do change and we go in a little bit of a different direction. So apologies for that, but I hope everybody has had chance to watch the webinar from yesterday. It went out live on Chris Johnson and Julie Weng's YouTube channels. Since then, it's been shared on a lot of other channels, including this one. If you have not seen it, please go and watch it. If you are a different language speaking person than English, I thoroughly recommend that you translate it into your language so that you fully understand it. Obviously, I'm now going to do a recap, and a big thank you to Daryl Cook for your notes and the notes I've got together, which I did as well yesterday. And between those two notes, hopefully we will be able to break things down, maybe put them into more understandable terminologies for you guys so that you can really understand exactly what is happening right now as far as the transition into Victory with Ash. It really is important that you understand what is happening, guys. I've said many times that we will be told what we have to do for transitioning into Victory with Ash. This is one of these occasions. What was said on the webinar last night gave extremely clear words on that transition and how it is going to pan out over the next few days and weeks. Okay, so anyway, let's get started then. I like to always start, don't I, with saying, what did Ash look like? Okay, he looked a little bit like he was running from one thing to another, you know, a little bit disheveled, I suppose. And that is because he really is running from one thing to another at the moment, sorting out an awful lot of stuff at the moment. But he really did want to do the live rather than putting all of this information in the OES back office for us. Why? Because when he is talking, you really get the sense of the tone of his voice, the excitement, and he certainly was excited about what is coming up for all of us. And he didn't want to take that away from the written word. He wanted us all to understand what he was saying, his tone of voice, but more importantly as well, he wanted it to go out to the public and to as many people as possible. So he wanted to talk to us about three different topics. The first one is why, what is Victory with Ash? Why? What are we doing and why are we going into Victory with Ash? The second point he wanted to talk to about is, are we ready and are we on time, and the schedule and the plan for that platform and how it's going to roll out. And the third thing he wanted to talk about, which is probably the one that most of us are interested in more than anything, and that is the status of the platform itself and how that selection for the priority placements is all going along. He also wanted to make sure that we all understood that the excitement he has at the moment is something that he has never had in business before. The state of his excitement right now within this transition from where we are into Victory with Ash. By the way, Victory with Ash is not the name or the business that we are ultimately going to. This is a holding area. It's a bridge. It's a learning center. He said, I am more excited about business today because I love it when when a plan comes together, and more importantly, finally, it's on schedule for how I wanted it to be. Really important words, those from our CEO, that after all he's done in his online career with different companies, use different platforms, etc., coming out and saying that this is the most excited he's been about what is happening really should get you guys fired up as well. He said, so we started a new format for business from scratch as far as what we are seeing at the moment. The on passive as it was couldn't get us to where we wanted to go. We've talked about this many times. That vehicle was sideswiped, it broke down, we couldn't fix it, but we still want to get to the ultimate destination. So we had to basically choose a new vehicle, go in a different direction to where we want to go. Is that vehicle still there on the side of the road? Yes, it is. Our OES is still there. It's intact with all of the information, all our accounts, everything is still there. But we are going to be using a different vehicle now to move forward through Victory with Ash and then ultimately on to the new business. He said, to be clear, on passive is not shut down. It's not closed. It's still there, but it wasn't going to take us to where we wanted to go. So the dream is the same. And in fact, that has been refined and reaffirmed many times now for what we are doing. That dream now is coming to reality, he said. Nothing will keep us from achieving that dream. We believe it is inevitable, and all components for that to happen are now in place. So let's go on to topic number 1. This bridge, Victory with Ash, is important to separate the old from the new. Remember, I said to you guys that when we get the chance to move into Victory with Ash, we are standing at that door, butt naked, nothing with us whatsoever, going over the bridge into Victory with Ash. That is exactly what is happening. We are not taking anything from the old business with us forward. Everything is brand new. Not a rehash, not a taking anything, not migrating anything. This is going to a place that is brand spanking new. We decided, he said, to talk about the main business within Victory with Ash, exclusively for the members who will ultimately be there. And we have called that Victory with Ash. That name was a strategically chosen one. Victory represents our tenacity, our perseverance and determination to win. We've seen this many times, that phoenix rising once again from what really could be the last nail in the coffin. But that is not what we are. It's winning and succeeding together. It's the two of us in a two-way street. We are both, that is the company, Ash Mufareh, and us, as important to each other for the success of the business. It is also going to be a platform that delivers huge amounts of value. And this platform was needed to deliver that value we are all going to see in Victory with Ash. And why Ash? Why use his name within the name of this platform? Because it's not with on passive, it's not Victory with on passive, and it's not with a business or a business name. He is the main kingpin person of the whole of this bridge and platform, Ash Mufareh. So it has to be Victory with Ash. This, he said, is my personal gift to you. And yes, your membership moving into Victory with Ash is a gift. It's not a right. It's not an entitlement. It is a gift that he is giving to the lucky ones who will make it into Victory with Ash. He also said it will change your lives. And it's not about the amount of people we are going to have there. It never has been about the numbers. He actually said he'd be quite happy to start with 50, 100, or even 10. Because it's about the quality of the people that are going to be there. It's about those who he knows will take this opportunity that he is giving us and really apply it to improve their lives and the people around them. That is a really important thing to remember when we go to Victory with Ash. It's a gift given by him to us. It's not cost us anything. It's completely free. But the amount of value and everything that's going to be there within it, it really is a gift, because it's going to make all of us who managed to get there so much better than we were before that bridge into Victory with Ash. But more importantly, it's not just about improving your life. It's going to improve you in business. We knew about on passive, okay, that wasn't going to be happening. But one thing he wants to say is all news about the big, bold, shared dream that we are going to will only from here on in be spoken about within Victory with Ash. Anything about on passive is going to be conveyed to us through the OES. But moving forward, only Victory with Ash. So why do you think then that we needed to have this? He wanted to clarify a few things. The new platform is the right thing to do to move forward. You can't argue with the reasoning behind getting rid of the shackles of the old to move forward. He said that one of the reasons that he wanted to have something brand new so that we could concentrate on this rather than having to concentrate on fixing something that was old. He also wanted to reiterate a lot of the hearsay that he's heard. Ash is vague about what we have to do and what we are going to happen. Is it going to take another 7 years or so? None of this is true. All of this will be made clear and revealed when we enter Victory with Ash. The time scale we'll be looking at for the ultimate business. There was also hearsay about Ash is just biding for time at the moment, that he's treading water in some way for some reason. He doesn't need to have any more time. Why? Because the application is good to go. It is ready. And really, if you look at it in the right perspective, having this bridge Victory with Ash was never about gaining extra time. It is a strategically planned platform for us to go through so that we can make sure the right people are going on to the ultimate business. Remember, this is not the new business. It's not costing you anything. No money's going to be involved within VictoryWithAsh. It is a platform to transition to that new business. So he did say, I hope you understand that in just a few minutes talk, that creating VictoryWithAsh was necessary to help us adjust our mindsets, to get rid of the old so that we are ready for the new. We are going to have to let go of some negativity and some people of the past. Some you might know. But we are certainly not moving forward with an entitled mentality and attitude of people. We are moving forward with people who are worthy of that membership in VictoryWithAsh. He then moved on to talk about the platform itself. That platform is done. It's functional. It has a website, all involved with VictoryWithAsh. He said, I could start with only 3 people. I said he could have started with only 3 people in the second week of September. I'm going to start all that again. Sorry. He started the platform in the second week of September with just 3 people from his tech team. Just a small part of the main team that he has involved with the main business. He took them out of the work that they are doing in the main business and said, this is what I want. And that is VictoryWithAsh. Now that is complete, he said. He's now put them back to their main work with the other tech guys, and they are carrying on with what they did beforehand. Ash now can manage the majority of VictoryWithAsh with a little bit of help from other people. They've set it up that way, so he has got the main control of that platform. The content and programs will be exclusive for the members of VictoryWithAsh. Not refurbished, not copy and pasted from somewhere else, okay, taken off a shelf. These are created by his friends, by qualified, successful people that he knows in business for the members within VictoryWithAsh community. Purposefully, we chose to start with a blank concept. What does that mean in reality? What is a blank concept? Many of us might have thought that we will enter VictoryWithAsh once we've gone through our KYC. We go into this new place and we'll see lots of different things all over the place. Not so. It is a place of where we are going to walk into and then start adding things to it. Are the things that we are going to add ready? Yes, they are. But we want to be able to add in the right strategic manner the things that people will need, not to really blow our minds on day one. We want to be able to take in what we are seeing right there. Look at it as going into a hall. Okay, you open the doors, we walk in, and this is massive auditorium. Now this hall is hosting an expedition, but it's empty. The day we walk in there is also the day that the exhibitors start coming in and putting up their stands and stages. And all of a sudden, this great big auditorium starts taking a bit of shape. You've got one stand over there, you've got another stand over there, and you've got another one over there. This is kind of why he is starting with this blank canvas. The walls and everything, the website is all that. But this fresh start is what he wanted to give the feel of. It's fresh for the community. Plans and information for the new business will be included as well within Victory with Ash. We will find out all about this. And all the details will be within this platform. So simple, but also huge value. We will do what is right, and we're not going after numbers and how fast we will get there. We are going for quality, quality, and more quality. So what are the results of the application? Much thought, he said, and consideration went into the questions of the application that we all filled out. And also much thought and consideration went in to the selection process for those priority placement positions. He said the application was not the only parameter to give the priority placements to. Ash contemplated over some applicants for literally days to try to consider their placements were worthy to be given within Victory with Ash. This is the kind of CEO that we have. It's not about the numbers, it's about having the right people there with him at the start. That means more than making money or having the right people and all the rest of it. He wants to have the right people there at the beginning so that he can build his legacy through us. He said there is no obligation of the company to give these positions away in the first place. The company has all due rights to include or exclude whoever they want. But he also gave us a really good insight of those applications and how many people actually filled them out. He said this number was not just the amount of accounts that were there. This number was real individual people that filled out that membership survey. And that was 600,000 individuals filled out the application form. Now, I don't know about you, but that absolutely blew my socks away. After everything that's happened over the last couple of years within the business, the highs, the lows, the noise externally that we have heard, yet 600,000 people still want this company to succeed. They still want us to do something extra special, not just for themselves, but for everyone else as well. 600,000. So this caused the company quite a big headache, in all honesty. They weren't expecting those sort of numbers. So they had to do something. So what they did was they cut those placements in half, almost at the beginning. Why? Because a lot of families probably put two in and all the rest of it, two individuals within one family. I certainly did. I put one for me and one for my wife in, for instance. And that was pretty predominant across the board. So there he said, right, if you get in, then you can bring the rest of your family in underneath you through your referral link. So that cut the 600,000 down in half. And then we narrowed that down and down and down to 60,000, to 20,000, to 10,000. And then we really had to start sifting and making sure we had the right people. We then got it down to 2,000 and then to 1,000. He said that as of yesterday, only 60 people have been confirmed. 60 out of all of those people. Now, a lot of people are going to think that's not a lot out of all of those. Why is that number so small? Because it's actually not that important as far as you gaining access to VictoryWithAsh to be in that priority position. Everybody will be able to make it into VictoryWithAsh. How? You select one of those 60, or maybe even more than that by the time it goes live, and you say, can I have your referral link because I will want to be part of your circle, part of your organization. Very simple. You then get the link and you fill out the form to enter VictoryWithAsh. This is what is called the second wave. Okay, the priority position is the first. This is going to be the second wave of how people get into VictoryWithAsh. He also said this was necessary, and it's not actually going to be our final destination. VictoryWithAsh is that holding area. It is where we are going to bring people together in a learning manner so that we can all benefit before we get to the ultimate business. The selection process also was not easy because of the amount of value they are giving those lucky people for that priority position. He wanted to make sure that those people were worthy of that value. So the platform is now ready to receive this first wave of invitees. And very soon, it will also be available for the next wave of people. He said, we are going to work with those exclusive first wave of leaders and then go on to the second wave. Same kind of fashion of we've done before. And we're going to work together as a unit, helping each other. And we are going to then vote on the next wave, etc., to make sure we get the right people in the right places. We're going to view, dissect, analyze some individuals, yes or no. Are they worthy of VictoryWithAsh or not? It is not a right to be there. It is literally an honor to be selected to proceed into VictoryWithAsh. And he's also said, bear in mind, whether you came in the first wave or you are the last person, number 1 million, you are going to have access to the same value, the same quality of platform. There is no time stamp involved with VictoryWithAsh. There's no joining date, anything like that. It's all irrelevant to your success within the platform. It's not multi-level. There's no pay structure involved with VictoryWithAsh whatsoever. This is freebie from our CEO so that we can got a good place that we can all go and learn, be schooled for our betterment and onto the ultimate business. So now I'm only going to give you this as a gift, but I'm also giving you the honor and privilege to spread this and pass the good value on to others. If you believe the other people that you are sharing with are deserving person, not only will it impact them in a positive way that you are giving them the link to join VictoryWithAsh, this will impact their business if they use it in the right way. You are giving them that gift as that gift has been given to you. You can't put a price on that because of its value. It really doesn't matter who and how you get that placement form. There is no upline, there is no downline. None of that mentality is within Victory with Ash. It's not about the numbers either. It's about the quality, not the quantity. And we will give the same quality to absolutely everybody that is there. How good is this platform? It's amazing. It has exclusive executive training for business, not only what we're going to do, but for any business. Nothing generic, all focused and primary for businesses. This is bespoke, well thought out by experts, unique training, how to change the impossible to possible, how to remember people's names in a crowd of hundreds, how to attract more people to your circle, and the list goes on. This all pertains to helping people become better business leaders. If you are one of these people that want to better yourself, then Victory with Ash is for you. So as he said, we opened the platform, day one it's blank, and the next day we start adding content of classes that will transform you as a successful business person. The price for it would be very high, he said. Then more and more training is added to it. This builds, and the business knowledge before becomes better and better and better until you are knowledgeable within business. And by this time, the old thinking of the old one, that's all gone. It's in the past. Why? Because people are focused on the future, the betterment of their quality of life, how they're going to get it, how they're going to expand their own circle, and so on and so on. It will teach you how to build a successful business. And the training will be given and the tools that work today, not old things from 5 years ago or even 10 years ago. What we're talking about is modern day, today, technology, AI, and things that actually work and are successful today. Everything is planned, he said, and perfect and specific to bring this model alive. He's never been a fan of the typical educational way that it is delivered. It's going to be fun, but more importantly, it's going to be simple, even for a novice on a computer. Anybody will be able to do this. If you have any anxiety whatsoever about what you are going to have to do within Victory with Ash, don't be. When learning becomes fun, then you remember. It doesn't feel like you're learning because you're enjoying doing what you're doing. These are the sort of things that you will find within Victory with Ash. He also went on to say the chosen people who've already aligned, why do we need to give them more clarity? Because everybody can learn something more. It makes the dream bigger, more focused, more success to everyone who has a desire to be successful and help others. It really was for me an extra special meeting last night. I felt that I had a lot more clarity about what we are going to see. In my mind's eye, those lucky people, we will be the first wave of people to enter Victory with Ash. And from there, we will be taught, we will be schooled, and then we will start spreading out and inviting people in that second wave. So do not get despondent if you have not been picked for that priority position. You are not going to be left behind. Everybody is welcome as long as you come with the right mindset, willing to learn, and more importantly, no negativity and a desire to want to move forward. If you are that person, then you will have no problem whatsoever moving forward into Victory with Ash. If you're coming with the attitude of, I had 20 accounts in the old business and I brought in 300 people, why wasn't I chosen in that priority position? This business is not for you. There is no entitlement with Victory with Ash. There is no room for people with that kind of mentality. We all have to move forward together to be able to succeed as a business. And that is exactly why the company is handpicking the right people at the beginning, and those people are then duplicating that for that second wave. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I hope it has helped to clarify a few things. But remember, everyone is welcome. Nobody is going to be excluded, but mindset has to be the right one for us to proceed. I'll be back around tomorrow, normal time tomorrow, guys, and we will probably pick a few things out of this and we'll expand it a little bit to why it's really important for the platform and what we are going to do with it and how we are going to utilize it. That's it from me. Speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.